Tonight on Newswatch 12 Weekends, a look at a Boulder Junction tradition 65 years in the making.
Plus, 2 people are dead following a small plane crash in Illinois. What officials on the ground are saying went wrong.
And later, more details are coming out, shining light on the items seized from former President Trump's Florida estate with a total of 27 boxes. We'll have that and more as Newswatch 12 Weekend starts right now.
Your local news and weather from where you live. Newswatch 12 Weekend starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 Weekend. I'm Kyle Psarski.
And I'm Mohammed Abdul-Qawi. We'll get to all those stories in a bit, but first, we'll start locally in Boulder Junction. Boulder Junction's closed off some of their streets throughout the weekend to host their annual Muskie Jamboree. The Muskie Jamboree is one of the largest events they hold throughout the year, but it couldn't be done without the sponsors and volunteers.
We are always fortunate enough to have sponsorship from our community, so they do come together and help support and facilitate events like this. My favorite part about Muskie Jam is absolutely the people. It's the turnout. We have upwards of 10,000 folks coming through town today to enjoy all of the activities and events that we have going on, and that's just really makes my heart smile.
Even though the weather wasn't great the last 2 days, it was a great turnout and another successful jamboree.
If you see some police standing on the rooftop of a donut store this Friday, don't be alarmed. On August 19th from 6 a.m. to 11, members of local law enforcement will be on the roof of the Rhinelander Dunkin' Donuts to raise support for the Special Olympics Wisconsin. This is part of a state initiative by Wisconsin law enforcement where they will be standing on the roofs of several Dunkin' locations. The community is encouraged to stop by and say hello to the cops on the rooftop and to enjoy the donuts, all while meeting police, Special Olympic athletes, and all the volunteers.
A group of scientists want gray wolves to be introduced over 1/3 of federal lands in the western U.S. In a report in General Bioscience, researchers say gray wolves have a low risk of extinction. They are concerned the species have been lost from many ecosystems. So they are urging the government to create projections for the wolves in more than 190,000 square miles across 11 western states. Some of the proposed protected regions include Yellowstone National Park and the northern and southern Rockies. Meteorologist Conrad Sisvinsky joins us now for a live look at the forecast. Conrad, it was a little cooler today, but it's August. When is it going to get hotter?
Yeah, you're right. It's August. It was a bit cooler today, but don't worry. It's going to warm up the next couple of days. We'll finally be reaching temperatures close to 80 degrees. But right now, we're under some mostly cloudy skies. Looking pretty good right now. Besides a couple of showers in Minnesota, that's going to continue to stay there. And for us, we're looking pretty good. Same thing with those dew points, as most of us are in the 50s, a couple of 60s as dew points, especially the more south you go, the warmer it is. Those dew points are just a tad bit higher than up here in the Northwoods. Temperatures earlier today were not like our average high this time of year of around 78, as we only reached temperatures around 67 in Rhinelander. So it was a bit cooler today. Now we've cooled off into the 50s and 60s. We're not going to be cooling off much more overnight tonight, as we just cool off a couple more degrees and we stick around in the mid 50s. Kyle?
Thank you, Conrad. The man suspected of stabbing famed author Salman Rushdie was arraigned yesterday in western New York State. The suspect, identified as 24-year-old Heidi Matter, entered a plea of not guilty inside the Chautauqua County Courthouse on Saturday. Authorities say Matter attacked Rushdie and his interviewer on stage just before he was set to give a lecture. Matter faces several charges, including attempted murder and assault. Rushdie was stabbed multiple times and was airlifted to the hospital with serious injuries. The 75-year-old Rushdie remains in the hospital, where he reportedly underwent surgery overnight. He is now off his ventilator and talking.
The Vilas County wrapped up today after a very successful weekend. Despite the weather not being the greatest for half of the weekend, the fair went very well. Newswatch 12 Derek Dreyfus has the story.
The Vilas County Fair started this Thursday and ran throughout the entire weekend, albeit with less than ideal weather for Friday and Saturday. But with Sunday only having some clouds in the sky, today was a great turnout.
This seems like a pretty great Sunday. I was just out there and people having a great time, and the weather's actually decent. It's not hot and it's not raining, so it's a great thing.
Even though the turnout was great for Sunday, unfortunately, there's been one favorite exhibit that's been missing this year and last year, the petting zoo.
There is an unfortunate uniqueness about it. We didn't have any animals. There's been a lot of disappointed people. No chickens, turkeys, rabbits were brought in from any exhibitors. It's very disappointing because that to me is my favorite part of the fair is the animals, and the kids love the animals.
Leslie Hugg, the secretary of Vilas County Fair, speculated that one of the reasons vendors dropped out of bringing animals was because of a recent poultry virus that's been spreading, and vendors not wanting to get attendees or other animals sick. But despite not having the petting zoo, the fair had some great new additions, like a fire truck that sells donuts.
He's got a refurbished old fire truck, and he's got a conveyor belt system that kids can actually peek and watch the donuts go through the thing.
Despite there not being a petting zoo, many attendants still got to see at least one animal in action.
My favorite part of the fair so far was one of the deputies brought in her canine drill dog, and she did a drill show on Friday and Saturday, and it drew a big crowd. It was really cool.
Reporting in Eagle River, Derek Dryfirst, Newswatch 12.
More details are coming out, shining light on the items seized from former President Trump's Florida estate, with a total of 27 boxes seized during the FBI raid. Among the items discovered, 11 sets of classified documents, including some top secret and classified documents, which means they can only be viewed in highly secure government facilities. The court filing shows investigators had probable cause related to 3 federal laws, including violations of the Espionage Act, and that at least 24 FBI agents executed the search, which included the, quote, 45 office, as well as all storage rooms and all other rooms or areas within the premises used or available by the former president and his staff. Coming up, we'll take a look at a walk to end epilepsy, which took place in Wausau today, how organizers work to raise awareness about the disorder. And that and more after weather when we come back.
I love this state. Knock on any door in any county, and you'll find good-hearted, hard-working folks. People whose businesses I proudly helped as Lieutenant Governor. Hard work needs to be respected again, with fair wages and opportunities to get ahead. That's how my parents opened doors for me. My mom was a teacher and my dad worked third shift. I'm not one of these millionaires. I work just as hard for you as you work for your family. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Menards has the products you need to tackle any job. Shaw has the perfect flooring for your home. From luxurious carpet to easy to install laminate flooring and waterproof vinyl plank, Shaw Flooring is 11% off. Get a remarkable paint at an incredible value with Pittsburgh Ultra Interior Paint. It's a paint and primer in one that provides a durable finish. A gallon of Ultra Flat Interior Paint is $19.55 after 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and get the toughest waterproof floors in the industry, where they're in stock and on sale. Rigid Maximum XL is 50% thicker and 30% longer, resulting in maximum durability, which is perfect for active families and pets. Not to mention, it's easy to install. Come to Carpet City Flooring Center to get your Rigid Maximum XL waterproof floors today.
Carpet City. Our prices will floor you.
I'm Mandela Barnes. People like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, they're bringing big, bold ideas to Capitol Hill.
Radical ideas funded by the taxpayers.
Free public higher education. We need an immigration system that says that no human being is illegal. We can start by making sure that immigrants have access to driver's licenses and in-state college tuition.
And guess who's going to pay for all that? Wisconsin Truth Pack is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Roofing season is here, and Bear Renovations is the Northwood's #1 choice in roofing and rain gutter systems. Whether it's shingle roofing or metal roofing, big or small, the Bear does it all. Stop by our showroom just north of Tomahawk on County Road A, or call 715-966-6649 today. Remember, you can like us on Facebook, but you'll love us on your roof. Bear Renovations is locally owned and operated. Call the Bear.
Huge equipment auction, Eagle River, Wisconsin. John Deere loader, skid steer, Coyote tractors, snowmobiles, trailers, deck boat, zero-turn mower, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Happy Sunday and welcome back. It's the weekend. It's almost over though, but the weather will be a lot nicer the next couple of days. Right now we're under some mostly cloudy skies across the state. Not looking too bad for middle of August. We got a couple of showers and thunderstorms closer to the border of Minnesota and by Lake Superior, but all of that is not equivalent to a lot of rain. It's all just scattered rain showers. For us though, here in Rhinelander, tomorrow we're gonna get some small chances of showers and thunderstorms, that little window in the early afternoon hours, and then we will finally clear up. So it's not gonna be a big rainmaker, like a long-lasting event. This is going to be a quick, maybe afternoon shower or two, but it will come down with some of these rain bands. Look at some Phillips coming in with over an inch of rain, so some locations might get big downpours. This will be more of a scattered event, but we will keep an eye on some of these storms as some may get a little bit strong with some really heavy rain and gusty winds. Dew points are looking pretty good also right now, but they will continue to rise once more chances of rain start to arrive by tomorrow. But right now, our dew points are around 56, so it is feeling pretty comfortable out there right now with those pretty cooler temperatures for this time of year. Tomorrow, though, those dew points are going to be a little bit more on the higher end, on that muggy region to humid. But look what happens by Tuesday, and then the rest of the week, we're hanging out with really comfortable dew points. So we just got to deal with a little bit of unsettled weather for tomorrow. Some small chances of showers and thunderstorms, dew points on the higher end. Temperatures, though, are going to start to rise. Today, we had temperatures well below average, around 67 in Rhinelander, a bit cooler in Eagle River, coming in at 66 degrees. Everyone was in those 60s, a couple of 70s the more south you go, also in the western part of the state, but in general, everybody had some well below average temperatures. Now we've cooled down into the 50s and 60s. We're going to cool down a couple more degrees overnight. No 40s are going to be popping up there, but still a little bit cooler 50s at the moment with those winds not looking too bad. Pretty much a 0 mile per hour wind all across the state. So that is going to help all of that fog to develop overnight and into the morning hours, as tonight will be under a partly cloudy sky. Temperatures near average and in the mid 50s. Tomorrow, though, partly cloudy and more chances of showers and thunderstorms. By the afternoon hours, temperatures near average and in the mid 70s. And our 7-day outlook, brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress, does show a beautiful Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperatures near 80 degrees before more chances of showers and thunderstorms starting Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and into the weekend. Kyle?
The Lincoln County Fair will take place this week, starting Wednesday and running through Sunday. According to the fair website, events range from various live music performances to carnival rides and many 4-H judging competitions. For an address to the fairgrounds, look to the bottom of your screen. And on Friday, the entire Newswatch 12 team will also be there for our Friday evening news shows live from the fair for our long summer weekend programming.
The Epilepsy Foundation held their annual Walk to End Epilepsy event in Wausau. Families made their way to Marathon Park to show their support for epilepsy as well as to educate themselves about it. Christian Hubbard Dossel, the executive director, says 1 in 26 people will be diagnosed with epilepsy in their lifetime.
1 in 10 people will have a seizure in their lifetime. Maybe that's just one and they never have another one again and there's no diagnosis. So both of those things are things that we raise awareness about at the event like this.
Christian also was excited about the turnout. Over 100 people were in attendance.
I hear lots of giggling. I see lots of smiles. And we always want the event to grow and be bigger in this area. And so we always aim to do that. And we'll see what happens next year. But yes, it's amazing. We are so very lucky.
All proceeds made at today's events will support individuals affected by epilepsy in the state of Wisconsin. For more information about epilepsy, you can visit epilepsywisconsin.org.
2 people are dead after a small plane crash in Peoria County, Illinois on Saturday, with the county coroner saying a call came in around 12:30 p.m. Witnesses said the plane was having trouble while airborne, showing clear distress and hitting multiple buildings as it tried to land on the street in Hannah City. Other witnesses said they could hear a sputtering sound above a nearby gas station.
I was leaving my dad's house and we pulled up here to 116 and I looked to my left and saw a plane getting lower and lower, and then all of a sudden it ripped through the power lines. First thing I went into panic mode and drove up as fast as I could to check if they were all right, and I could see that they were completely covered with the front of the plane on top of them.
According to the coroner, a woman whose age is unknown was pronounced dead on impact. The other occupant, a male, was responsive as first responders tried to get him out of the plane, but he lost his pulse and despite resuscitative efforts was pronounced dead. An autopsy for both victims is set for Monday.
The Los Angeles Police Department released a statement announcing they are no longer investigating the car crash involving actress Anne Heche. The newly released statement added, when a person suspected of crime expires, we do not present for filing consideration. The case was being investigated as a felony DUI traffic collision after the actress crashed her car in the Mar Vista home last Friday. She suffered from exotic brain injury, which occurs when the brain needs oxygen. Heche has been declared legally dead according to the California law. The Brewers had an amazing game yesterday, taking out the Cardinals in St. Louis. Saul, how did they do today?
Yeah, Mohammed, that was one of the best games I have seen in a while. They played the rubber match today. I'll tell y'all who won after the break.
It's time to amp up the fun at your local Ford dealer. The summer supercharged sales event is here. So stop by your Ford dealer today and check out great offers on select Ford vehicles. Then discover how Ford can take your summer to a whole new level. Choose Flex Buy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% APR financing for 66 months.
Did you know you can start your 4-year degree locally and get the same college experience closer to home? From the moment you step onto our campus, we'll be there for you, supporting your dreams, saving you money, and giving you a well-rounded academic and social experience with student housing, clubs, sports, and leadership opportunities. With NTC's liberal arts transfer degree, you can start here and go anywhere, including guaranteed transfer to UW-Madison, North Central Technical College. Transferability made easy.
I'm Tim Michaels. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who helped build a great Wisconsin company and created thousands of jobs. Tony Evers, Joe Biden, they're two peas in a pod. Both career politicians and way over their head, failing the country and the state of Wisconsin. That's why I'm running. We need to have strong, proven executive leadership in Madison that can get things done and make this state as great as it can be.
All your local news is just a swipe away with the new and improved Newswatch 12 mobile app. Download the app on all your devices for local news, school closings, full video newscasts, and more. Newswatch 12, news from where you live. The WJFW News app is sponsored by Cellcom.
It's Cellcom's back-to-school smartphone sale. Choose from 15 free smartphone models and sizes, or save $500 on all other devices. Visit cellcom.com/summer-sale.
Sports Watch 12 with Saul Myers starts now.
The Brewers are only half a game back of the NL Central and can take the lead with a win today in St. Louis. So let's see if they can pull it out and take home the W. Hunter Renfroe picked up right where he left off yesterday, driving this ball deep to center field to give the Brewers the first runs of the day. No, folks, this is not 2006. Albert Pujols is still stealing the show. Here he blasts the second, this ball for home run number 688 to cut the Brewers lead to 1, but he wasn't done there. Here in the 8th, he does it again. This time it's a 3-run shot to make it a 6-2 lead for the Cards. That's home run number 689 for the future Hall of Famer. I'm running out of fingers, Albert. And that's all the Cards needed to take this game 6-3. Even though they lost the series, it was an entertaining one. Let's hear what Coach Council had to say about it.
It was 3 good games, and they came up with the big hits in the deciding game to get the series.
This was a tough loss for the Crew, but they're still in the hunt for the NL Central title. Coach Council says that this loss doesn't eliminate them from anything yet.
The season doesn't stop, and we got a tall test ahead of us this week. And there's a ton of games left and a ton of baseball left. So, today was disappointing, but we got to get right back at it tomorrow.
The Brewers have a tough week ahead of them as they host a 4-game series with the Dodgers starting tomorrow. Week 1 of the NFL preseason is in the books. It wasn't the best for the Packers, but it was pretty good for the Wisconsin alum. Multiple Badgers had a great outing last week, including undrafted free agent Kelvin Pryor. He's playing for the Cincinnati Bengals and making crazy catches like this. And then later scoring a touchdown in the NFL. He finished with 4 catches for 89 yards. And then there's Danny Davis on the Packers, another undrafted free agent who scored on this 33-yard touchdown pass. They will hope to make the 53-man roster by the end of it. The Packers received some good news today. 3 key players were taken off the physically unable to perform list today. Offensive lineman Elgton Jenkins, tight end Robert Tonyan, and rookie wide receiver Christian Watson. This means these 3 players won't be on the PUP after roster cut down day. If they were, they'd be required to miss the first 4 games of the season. Head coach Matt LaFleur is happy that they will be able to participate at practice, but makes no promises when they'll be able to suit up for action again.
It's just like the next step in the process. It's not like they're going to be out there in team drills, but they'll do some individual. And with them being back, now it allows you to do some walkthroughs, which is going to be obviously very beneficial.
LaFleur would go on to say that he thinks this will benefit Watson the most since he is a rookie on the team. Kyle, this is a great sign for Green Bay as the season begins to approach.
Well, thanks, Saul. When we come back, you look at an incident which took place outside the U.S. Supreme Court building early this morning. We'll have details about that coming up after this break.
Hi, I'm Scott,
I'm Allie.
and this is our family from Shoulders RV and Marine.
If this year's taught us anything, we believe it's taught us we need to get back to the good old days of enjoying the outdoors, camping, boating, and buying from small businesses. Here at Shoulders RV and Marine, we happen to check all of those boxes. Next time you're in the market for a dock or lift, boat, camper, power sports, or nearly anything outdoors, sales, rentals, parts, or service,
We'd love you to think of us.
Shoulders RV and Marine, across from Menards, Rhinelander.
In his Wisconsin, teens can buy AR-15s, but laws that stop domestic abusers from getting guns won't happen here. Our taxes could go up $500 million, and we help fund Milwaukee private schools while our public schools go broke. And fake election investigations?
Was the election rigged? Was the election stolen?
They go on forever. That's Tim Michael's radical divisive agenda, but we don't have to take it because it's not his Wisconsin, it's yours.
At Len's Truck, we've made the buying experience fast and easy. All our trucks are guaranteed clean, certified, can be bought hassle-free online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. And when you buy a Len's Truck, know that you're buying the best used truck money can buy. Go now to lenstruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move. Go now to lenstruck.com.
Len's Truck.
Is this the new phone?
Yeah. With US Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer.
Any brand? With any size?
Mm-hmm. I got exactly what I wanted. Big screen, big storage. I cannot remember the last time I had so many different options.
At US Cellular, new and current customers can get any phone from any brand free.
Are you actually texting them?
I don't know. I just thought I would just...
US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Moon Deer and Friends Gallery in downtown Boulder Junction offers an eclectic mix of contemporary fine art and craft, antiques, professional custom frame service, and many other smaller gift items, featuring the work of gallery owner Sarah Mender, as well as over 150 other regional artists.
Kick off your Labor Day Crandon World Championship weekend with a chance to win a Pro-Lite race truck ride with Crandon champion driver Christopher Povardi and many more prizes. Enter the Ride with a Champion sweepstakes at WJFW.com.
Come to Lakeland Furniture and Mattress in Minocqua and meet me, Guy, the new owner. Same great location, plus added lines of furniture and accessories, including a large selection of outdoor furniture. Lakeland Furniture and Mattress, Highway 51 in Minocqua.
According to researchers, 1/3 of the food we eat is at risk due to the climate change, which is endangering butterflies and bees.
International scientists recently announced the monarch butterfly is dangerously close to extinction. They say that losing pollinators, including butterflies, could affect about 30% of the food supply. The Food and Drug Administration says apples, melons, cranberries, broccoli, and almonds are among the foods most susceptible to the pollinator decline. Scientists say you can help pollinators rebound by planting gardens with native wildlife and using less pesticide and chemicals around your home.
A man died by suicide after crashing his car into a barricade and firing shots in Washington, D.C. early Sunday morning. The collision occurred roughly 300 feet from the U.S. Supreme Court. After the man crashed, the car became engulfed in flames. Capitol Police said the man, identified as 29-year-old Richard Aaron York, got out of the vehicle and fired several shots into the air. As Capitol Police approached, York reportedly shot himself.
We know that no U.S. Capitol Police officer took any shots, fired their weapons, and no one else was injured other than the subject who died by suicide.
Officials said the motivation behind the incident is unknown at this time. However, it does not appear York was targeting any members of the Congress.
Coming up this week, the Northwoods United Way will host their annual Leader Fest, which they began holding back in 2018. This year's Leader Fest will be held on Wednesday. The Northwoods United Way invites people to register to be a part of professional development for leaders, those interested in becoming leader, or those looking to network with local professionals. Leader Fest will take place from noon to 5 p.m. at the Nicolet College Theater. For questions, please contact the Northwoods United Way. Coming up, we'll have one final check at the weather forecast, but first, CNBC's Kelly Evans shows us what to look forward to in this week's business world, in the world of business.
The latest retail snapshot, the whales swim to shore, and the newest version of a video game favorite are all in the week ahead. Attention shoppers will get a better idea of how much you're spending and what you're spending it on this coming week. The government will release its July report on retail sales on Wednesday. Economists think sales rose 1% during the month. And individual retailers will dominate the coming week's earnings calendar. Home Depot and Walmart report their quarterly numbers on Tuesday, Target and Lowe's on Wednesday, Kohl's on Thursday, and Foot Locker on Friday. We'll be on Whale Watch on Monday. That's the deadline for big investors like Berkshire Hathaway's Warren Buffett to file 13F forms with the SEC, which will reveal their stock purchases and sales during the second quarter. And Madden NFL 23 is set for release this coming week. This year's version of the popular video game will feature John Madden on the cover as a tribute to the former NFL coach and broadcaster following his death last December at the age of 85. And Friday will mark the 18th anniversary of Google going public. If you'd bought shares of Google, now known as Alphabet, at the IPO price on that first day in 2004, well, you'd have about 56 times your original investment. I'm Kelly Evans. Get all your business news on CNBC.
I'm Tammy Harn. For the first time in Harn's Furniture's 48-year history, I'm introducing outdoor furniture. On sale now, Amish-made outdoor polywood furniture while supplies last at Harn's Furniture, half-mile from Fleet Farm, Wausau.
I'm a mom of 4 kids. We have one in high school, a toddler, and our latest addition, 7-month-old twins. I can appreciate the impacts of inflation. DC liberals just keep spending. All that money isn't free, and families are paying the price. Senator Ron Johnson is fighting to help Wisconsin families. He voted against reckless spending that caused inflation and to cut waste in Washington. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to keep fighting to stop the spending and hold DC liberals accountable.
Some numbers are thrilling. Some impressive. Some just right. After an accident, there's one critical number. The number that helps you get your life back by factoring in your needs for today and tomorrow. That's where Habish and Rotier's numbers really add up. With over 90 years of client successes and 13 offices to help you wherever you are. No other personal injury law firm is better suited to get the amount that's right for you.
Oh, wow. Packer Scratch Games are back, and there's a chance to win 2 season tickets for 2 years?
Piggies in a blankie.
Thank you.
Wisconsin Lottery Packers Scratch Games are back with instant cash prizes and a bonus drawing for 2 Packer season tickets for 2 years. With prizes this exciting, everything feels like an opportunity for a big play. Available at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
All right, go Pack Go, right?
Perfect your home's curb appeal with the 11% off everything at Menards. Dutch Boy Max Bond Exterior Paint and Primer in 1 provides superior adhesion to chalky, dirty, glossy, or previously painted surfaces. A gallon of exterior paint is $44.94 after 11% off. Works tools make it easy to maintain your yard. This 20-volt cordless trimmer and edger includes 2 batteries for extended runtime and is only $94.99 after 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
I'm Tammy Harn. For the first time in Harn's Furniture's 48-year history, I'm introducing outdoor furniture. On sale now, Amish-made outdoor polywood furniture while supplies last at Harn's Furniture, half-mile from Fleet Farm, Wausau.
Westside Market Discount Store is a veteran-owned shop with a wide variety of items and a great selection of gluten-free products. Westside Market, find them on Facebook.
All right, so we're under some mostly cloudy skies right now. We had a couple of drizzles out there earlier today, but we are in the clear right now. Temperatures, though, are a little bit on the cooler end. We're in some 50s and 60s right now, so this is more of an average for this time of year. We had well below average temperatures earlier today, though, as we only hit 68 degrees, but those visibilities are also decreasing right now. They'll continue to decrease actually by the morning hours as the winds are calm, temperatures are cool, which is a nice little setup for some dense fog overnight. But we really clear up by Tuesday into Wednesday. Temperatures are going to be close to 80 degrees. So if you have any outdoor activity, those are the days before more rain chances and thunderstorms arrive by Thursday.
Perfect. Thank you, Conrad, and thank you all for watching. Have a great night.